What if I told you there's a Chinese company secretly spying on you right now? Would you believe me? And even if you did, would you care? Picture this. You're sending a message to a friend on social media. Just chatting, nothing unusual. But without you knowing, your chats, pictures, and contacts are being scanned, saved, and sent to a foreign government. Now think about all the things that you do on the internet. You could be buying something online, sending money to family, watching a movie, or playing a game. What if I told you all of that was being watched and tracked? If that wasn't enough, imagine WhatsApp, Netflix, PayPal, Spotify, and Xbox decide they all want to get together and make one big happy family. So they all merge into one massive, all-encompassing super app. Everything you do online, banking, entertainment, gaming, happens on this one app, and every action you take is watched, tracked, and cataloged. Now stop imagining, because this is real, and it's happening right now. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is Tencent, a tech giant from China. It's the world's largest video game company, a massive social network, a payment gateway, and an entertainment hub all rolled into one. And guess who controls all this? The government. One party. The Communist Party. One app. WeChat. In China, WeChat does everything. If you chat, make video calls, share pictures and updates like on WhatsApp or Facebook, you do it on WeChat. If you pay bills, transfer money, and shop, you do it on WeChat. Spotify is for music, Netflix is for movies, Xbox is for games, right? If you're in China, you do all that on WeChat. See if you can get this one. If you want to book flights, order food, get news updates, guess where you do it? The really scary thing is, in China, WeChat is practically unavoidable. It's so integrated with society that people can't even pay for a bus ticket without it. Your whole life is on one app, and this app is watching your whole life. If all this was just happening in China, maybe you wouldn't have to care. Problem is, Tencent's influence doesn't stop in China. It's global. It has its fingers in everything. It owns Riot Games, the studio behind League of Legends, holds a major stake in Epic Games, the creator of Fortnite, and has a minority stake in Activision Blizzard, the company responsible for Call of Duty and Overwatch. Tencent is also invested in Reddit, Snapchat. Believe it or not, it even has shares in Tesla. And it's not just a tech giant. Tencent is deeply connected to the Chinese Communist Party. The founder even holds a position in China's legislature. Here's where things get darker. Experts say Tencent doesn't just make apps. It monitors, censors, and controls. During the 2019 Hong Kong protests, Tencent's censorship went far beyond China's borders. Chinese Americans living in the United States had their WeChat accounts suspended simply for expressing support for the pro-democracy movement. Take Bin Shi, an information security analyst in Texas. He posted in a private WeChat group, "The pro-China candidates totally lost." Hours later, his account was shut down. Users were shocked. They were using WeChat from American numbers, yet found themselves subject to censorship rules designed for mainland Chinese users. Tencent claims that WeChat for international users and WeChat for Chinese users operate separately, with different servers and different rules. But in reality, even users outside China, in places like Texas, Minnesota, and Boston, have had their speech censored and accounts disabled. Even if you're outside China, your data isn't safe. Researchers from Citizens Lab and NPR found that WeChat doesn't just collect data, it actively scans and stores it. Even if you're in New York chatting with a friend, your messages, images, and files could end up in a government database in China. A security researcher discovered that millions of messages from internet cafes using Tencent apps were forwarded directly to Chinese local police. Tencent even uses AI to detect and delete politically sensitive content. It's not just about blocking content. It's about actively silencing voices. More and more Chinese Americans find themselves caught in a system where political speech, even outside China, can lead to real-world punishment. But the problem is, for many users, WeChat remains the only way to communicate with loved ones back home. They simply don't have an alternative way to connect with family and friends. But it now comes with a price: silence. But what if you don't use WeChat? Are you safe? Probably not, because it's not just chat apps. Tencent's gaming platforms are monitored too. When a pro-democracy gamer spoke out during a live stream, things got crazy. In 2019, a pro gamer named Blitzchung was suspended by the gaming company Blizzard after saying "Liberate Hong Kong" during a live stream tournament. Blizzard, which is partly owned by Tencent, banned him, took away his prize money, and even fired the commentators. The message was clear: speak out and face the consequences, even in a video game. If you thought this story was crazy, wait till you find out how Uber built a billion-dollar empire by breaking the law.